Hey there, creatives. It's JJ, your abundant artist mentor, and I'm here with the Creative Energy Report for the week of June 10th through the 16th. And these energy reports are all about helping you to use the energy that there is there right now to create a more successful and more satisfying creative career without the burnout. Without the burnout. So this week's energy is all about owning your power as a creative, owning your power as a creative. And I think of a one of my clients that I worked with. She's probably watching this this right now. One of my clients came to me in 2020, and she had a hard time even calling herself an artist. She's a multimedia artist, and she had a hard time even calling herself artist at that time. And through the last 2 years, she has bloomed. She's owned her creativity, her place in the world as a creative vessel. She consistently hits her income goals. She does commissions, she sells her art, and most recently had her first show. So it's incredible. So this energy is about owning your creative power, owning your place on this earth as a creative, just as my client did, and stepping into it fully. Now, what's interesting is that the energy does shift quite dramatically. It's still about owning your creative power, yet it shifts dramatically midway. So let's talk about the first part of this week. Now, if you joined me last week for the Creative Energy Report, I talked about this leadership energy that would continue into this week, which is what we're feeling right now, the leadership energy. And I asked you to really think about where you are a leader in your life and your business, and even where you could up level that. Where could you own that leadership role even more? So, this week, as the energy progresses and we're still in that leadership energy, it's really about being able to enlist people's support in your vision. So, if you have a creative vision, a creative, um, whether it's, I'll use an example that's real common. Um, Maybe it's about enlisting your family in your creative vision. Maybe you need more time in your studio or more time to write or sketch, whatever your form of creativity is. It might be enlisting them in your vision. That's a very common one with my clients. Or it might be enlisting patrons. I had another client who had a project of enlisting patrons to support her in a project that she was doing. Very common as well. So, whatever it is, the energy is there for you to stand in your creative power, be the leader of your creative work, and actually be able to speak to others about your creative work and have them understand, have them buy in. Now, of course, the trick. The trick is actually not being tricky. That is the trick. No, what you want to do is own your power and speak of your work from your heart and soul with integrity. With integrity. So it's not about being the slick salesperson who's maybe exaggerating things or making empty promises. It's about really standing in who you are fully as the creative and as a person with a big heart and soul, and being able to share your vision so that people can literally buy into it, whatever that looks like right now for you, whether it's getting on board with a schedule change or it's getting on board with actually giving you money. So that's the first part of the week, and let me just check my notes. That's through the 13th, where there's this leadership energy that allows you to speak to others about your vision and own. You have to own your creativity to do that, your creative powers. And then from the 14th to the 16th, that shifts a little bit. There's not so much the enlisting people in your vision piece anymore. Instead, owning your creative power is about going inward and really trusting yourself. And it takes trust to do the first half of the week, but this is much more of an internal work type thing. And really looking at where is it's about things slowing down a bit and taking that pause to check in with yourself and trusting that you will know when your mood is right to speak to people or to even move into your work. Really trusting and leaning into your mood, your energy, and going, okay, Let me move with caution here. Let me move with a little bit of caution, check in with myself and go, okay, the timing is right. The timing is right for me to move forward or move outward because I'm in the right mood. If you are not in the right mood, either to do your artwork or to speak to others about your artwork, you won't be able to have the impact that you can have if the timing is right. So, speaking of right timing, we're not only talking about that sort of mood, what mood are you in, but there's also going to be a lot of inspiration happening, lots of ideas floating around. So, it's trusting also that you know which ideas are yours? Which ideas are for you to actually act on? Hint, it's usually the ones that are easy. They show up, you've got the energy, you've got the inspiration, and you're like, hey, I can do this like right now. It's not about trying to force it. I think I talked about that a couple weeks ago. It's not forcing these ideas. It's going, oh, this one's for me and it's right. I have signs, I have signals that this is the right one for me, and letting the other ideas just go or even sharing them if someone asks you for your opinion about something or for an idea, you can share it with others. So again, that first part of the week, going outward, getting people to buy into your vision in some way. Second part of the week is really about trusting, trusting your timing, trusting your mood, trusting your ideas, trusting that you know what the right timing is to move out there. You know the right timing, you know when you're in the right mood, and you know which ideas are yours. So, thank you so much for tuning in for this week, and I can't wait to join you next time for my Creative Energy Report. Until then, stay inspired.